What are you here for? What do you want, money?
No, absolutely not. How did you know?
I just got the feeling my yacht son crapped out at his job.
Yachts? I've never heard you say anything bad about Stan in my life.
I don't have to. The whole world makes fun of him. Always has.
World, if you want to see a naked whale. Out of your bathtub. Oh, that does it, Missy. All right, this means war. We'll both keep going. We'll just see who he picks for his sculpture.
Fine, it's gonna be me.
No, it's not. It's gonna be me.
Girls, I think I...
That was fun. You want to try it again? Are the babies asleep yet?
No, they're pretending. They want me to leave so they can make fun of the way I change a diaper.
Oh, I'm going to do something crazy. Right, now, you just simmer down here, Missy. Sit down here. I want to talk to you. Dorothy, listen, I know this isn't easy for you, so I'm going to let you in on a sorority secret that was passed on to me at Miss MacGyver's finishing school. Now, whenever you feel you're about to lose control, just take my hand and give it a little squeeze. I guarantee you'll feel a...
I don't like seeing you in pain. You still angry with me?
What for? For trying to stop your daughter from making a mistake?
Somebody has to. You kids get to be middle-aged. You think you know everything. I don't care what you say. You were speeding. Can I just put you a nice glass of orange juice?
Ah, thank you. It was very nice of you.
Is this a dribble glass?
Yeah. It works better when all that pulp doesn't clog up the dribble hole.
Well, why did you do this?
Maury Heseltine. He won't quit with the practical jokes. I don't think so. You see, I've bowled with Blanche before. Maybe this isn't the best time to mention it, but when the chips are down, Blanche chokes. Now just wait on. Eat chalk, Nyland.
You go get him, Blanche.
We all thought everybody was looking for a rowboat.
Rose, there's something I have to tell you, something I should have told you from the start.
What, Ernie? What's wrong?
Well, I was sort of hoping this weekend, this romantic setting might help.
Makes it up.
Sicily, 1912. Picture this. Two young girls, best friends, who shared three things: a pizza recipe, some dough, and a dream. Everything is going great until one day, a fast-talking pepperoni salesman...
What do you mean? He had a big floppy pancreas. Look, could we get back to lining the shelves?
I don't feel like it anymore.
Her cousin Joe is hanging the wallpaper in Tony Bennett's guest bathroom.
Oh, that's nice.
He says celebrities stop by there all the time. In one day, he saw Dean Martin, Liberace, Don Rickles, and Mitzi Gaynor.
All of these people stop by to use the bathroom on the same day?
What am I, urologist to the stars?
But where's the outpouring of grief from all the many, many men whose lives I have left barren and empty?
Maybe they just don't know you by your real name.
Well, here it is, Serafina's next chess move. Perfect. I already know my next move. And when Serafina sees
Rosy cheeks, the bright smile, the distant, not quite there expression.
she looks that way every day. What's your...
Rose has been with the man.
So what if I was with Ernie?
With Ernie? Oh, isn't that wonderful? Oh, honey, congratulations. I'm so happy for you.
Duckeye to assist Father Damien in his work with the lepers. You can find her hang gliding high above the Florida Keys.
Rose, where did you get that?
From your mother. Before she and I talked, I wasn't aware of any of it. We ever.
Great. I'll be back soon.
I haven't the slightest idea who that man is.
Rose, what is wrong with you? I mean, why didn't you just tell him that you don't know who he is?
And heard an old fool over her, just like she was somebody. I just have to keep reminding myself, I am Blanche Devereaux. I am beautiful. Men find me desirable. And my life is over.
Boy, when the mask falls off, it really makes a thud.
Come on, Dorothy, sing some.
You couldn't possibly have gone through everything.
Kirsten, times have changed. Money just doesn't go as far as it used to.
We just came to help.
No, actually, you were gone so long, we were afraid you two were making another log.
In 15 years, you managed to piddle.
I did, by my landlord. He threw me out of my apartment, but I couldn't sleep with his best friend. He's over 80 years old and thinks he's the Archduke Ferdinand.
Why did he throw you out?
Well, the new owners of the building don't allow cats, and I'm not about to part with Mr. Peepers.
Oh, I guess you two have been through a lot together. We just forget our money and save our behinds.
Why, you've got a lot more behind than you do money.
No, I'm with you. I say let's cut our losses and get out of here.
My butt's asleep.
We don't get much company. Look, that's my decision. Goodbye, company.
All right. I tell you what. I'll sweeten the pot. You let Kevin play this weekend, and I'll take you out Saturday night.
That no member of your family was ever a returning champion on Jeopardy.
Anyway, that's why I have to speak. Oh, I've dreaded this day coming. I just can't do it.
Rose, calm down, honey. Now listen, I know an easy way to get through this. The way husband up with my sister. You don't see anything wrong with that?
That's perfectly normal. Do you know in some primitive societies it's considered good manners to give your ex-husband to your sister?
In some primitive societies, they leave their elderly out in a field for large birds to feed on.
No, I don't want to. I just hate bowling. All I ever wanted to do was look cute in my new outfit.
We all look cute in your new outfit.
That does it.
How am I going to do that, Blanche? How am I going to get through the next 3 days?
Thank you.
What do you mean you're canceling? Is there anything I can say to change? It is beautiful.
It is so clear. It looks like you could just reach up and touch those stars.
I can't tell you how many people in St. Olaf have fallen off their roofs trying.
Rose, are we anywhere near St. Olaf?
We're getting close.
Look, seeing if I could get more than halfway across the street before the don't walk sign comes on. Trying to stay awake on the John. Hoping it is the John. Competition is the thing that keeps me going. But if you want me...
Come on, Dorothy, we're starting.
He kissed me. He gave me flowers.
Dorothy, come on, it's almost time. Over here, honey, please.
You all are around to change its diapers and clean up after it when it spits up and pees. I'd love to be a mother again.
Are you girls sure you really want to do this?
Oh, look, I know it's going to be a lot of work, but, oh, it'd be worth it to hear a baby's laugh around the house.
Oh, come on, let's do it.
What do you say, Ma?
What choice do I have if I say no? Bahamas with. I just met Ed at the airport.
He arrested Michael for transporting marijuana from the islands. Oh, boy, you think you know somebody.
I see. Well, Ed picking up Michael was doing his job. You picking up Ed is something I think the two of us have to discuss.
Ed, State Parade. You probably don't know this, but my hometown was founded by Heinrich von Anderdrennen. The first man to ever can tuna in its own natural juices. Anyway, it was the 50th anniversary celebration of the founding of our town.
Hi, Rose. Hey, what you doing?
Oh, it's a variation on an old idea. Homemade Mr. Potato Heads. You take a baked potato and you give him 2 little raisins.
Oh, Ma, how can I?
What, Dorothy, what's wrong?
What's wrong? I'll tell you what's wrong. I single-handedly ruined a man's life today.
Which hand?
This hand! What difference does it make what hand? I ruined him, that's all. I was in over my head. I played with fire and I lost.
Let's just get some sleep.
Good night, Ma. Good night, Mo. Good night, Lowry.
I'm not going to be able to sleep. I'm on the wrong side of the bed. Well, I usually sleep on the right side, and I want to be on the right side. What the hell is everyone so particular?
So you see, it's not oh, my God. I've just spilled my guts to someone who drinks out of a toilet. Listen, I'm sorry, you are out of here. One Wawa in my life was enough. Look, I have had it with that disgusting dog. I have far where you are.
She is.
Oh, God.
Emilio Estevez is kind of Spanish, Dorothy.
Thank you, Rose.
Mom, you're not upset about this, are you?
No, I'm not upset. It's just that, come on. I know what you're trying to do, and it's not working.
What?
You made up something to do because you're afraid you'll be intruding on Raymond and me. You don't have to worry about that. Honey, you are more important. And that's why I'm spending the entire weekend here with you.
Geez, you're a yutz. Awesome. Morning, all.
Oh, Blanche, honey, how was your date last night?
Oh, unforgettable. Mel Bushman and I were coming back from a champagne picnic at Sunset Beach. We ran out of gas in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, my goodness, what did you do?
You name it. Go on, Barbara.
I went for a walk in a crowded marketplace. A man came up behind me, put something in my hand, and said, "This is what you need."
That happened to me once in the produce section at the A&P.
Wife, Anna Maria Bonaducci.
I can't believe it. What do you say about my hunches now, Dorothy? 5 more minutes, I would have had it.
No, how could you know? No.
Happy birthday, Dorothy.
I'm sorry I missed that one. I would love to have been there, but I was...
At the home, we know, Mom.
How's the cake coming, Sophia?
Beautiful, I got every...
Make a pact that we'll always take care of each other, that we'll never desert each other no matter what.
You can count on me,
But
honey.
you think it's going to be that easy getting rid of me, Rose? That was rhetorical, Rose. Oh, but what a comforting thought, knowing you'll never be alone.
And listen, what the...
Someday.
Oh, you don't want to come on a Sunday, Dorothy. The men have been watching football all day long. They're drunk and rowdy.
Yeah, you want Sundays, don't you? It's a deal.
Dorothy.
It's about the look of total instant pleasure. Your father put that look on my face once.
That's nice, Mom.
Nice? I said once, we were married 52 years.
The mail's here.
Rose, what's wrong?
Oh, nothing. It's just a letter.
And besides, we're going to the Mortimer Club.
What's the big deal about the Mortimer Club, anyway?
Rose, the wealthiest men in Florida go there. And it's always been my experience that wealthy men make the best lovers.
Is that true?
No, But if you tell them that, sometimes they'll take you to the mall and let you use their credit card for 45 minutes.
Yeah, but you're so successful.
I'm also 60, and I'm miserable. Oh, I went to law school so I could fight for the little guy. Now I'm fighting for multinational corporations. I'm so frazzled I find myself sneaking into the washroom to make balloon giraffes.
Sophia around?
Oh, hi, guys!
How about a little lunch?
Listen, if you promised you'd go.
I know that's what I said, and all I can say now is tough. I'm not getting on that plane, and you can't make me.
Well, then I'm not going either.
Oh, I don't believe my ears. Girls, the entire purpose of this trip is to conquer our fears. Why, if we...
Ma, it's the 90s. You can call it what it is, our monthly visitor.
No, the Curse of the Strega. It was a curse laid on you by Lena Passarelli, our village witch.
What village? I was born in Brooklyn.
Here's a news flash. Witches can fly.
Why did you said if you could erase this one day, is this still the man you want to spend the rest of your life with?
And you said yes. And I thought to myself, idiot. But I kept my mouth shut. I knew this was a decision you had to make.
So you're saying that I should stay out of this mess between...
Is he still here?
Come on, Dreyfus, you're always the last one to leave a party. Oh, what's that? Timmy needs help? I know you always hate it when I do that. Good night.
Stanley, stop it. I am not going out with you. I would rather be bound and gagged and left on an anthill covered with honey. 400.
410.
Sold. Dorothy, I say that.
500.
So, yes. Well, I'd been dating seniors since I was 12. I had my reputation to consider.
Shut up, Mom.
After George and I were married, I began to realize that Jamie had this yen for me. Poor boy.
It was the Crimea River matinee at the Rialto. I'll be back. I want to change and I'll make us some tea.
Blanche, would you mind if I spoke to Dorothy privately?
Mind? Why, of course not. And listen, don't you worry. Your secret is safe with me.
Oh, because she preferred to do all of her good work anonymously. I'm sure that a lot of people never even knew that she worked for 15 years in a leper colony. Yes, Celia Rubin.
Late.
It's from your friend Gladys at Shady Pine. She says Lillian was sent to Sunny Pastures.
You see, Ma, your friend is fine.
Fine, are you kidding? Sunny Pastures is the worst nursing home in the city. It's every old person's nightmare. That and a child-proof cap on the kale pectate bottle.
You just can't help yourself, can you, Blanche?
I'm home.
Ma, what are you doing here?
There was no reason to stay.
I thought your grandson's graduation was next week.
There isn't gonna be a graduation. The big dope failed.
Ma, you're kidding.
On pie recipe.
Tell me, Blanche, during any of this, would the farmhands suddenly break into a chorus of them old cotton fields
Well, maybe I am exaggerating just a touch, but not about Big Daddy. Oh, he's a very special man.
Little?
He's not my doctor. He's my friend.
Oh, Oliver. The bottle, please. Thank you, dear.
Listen, Harry. Thank you. Thank you. I can't tell you what it means to have someone like you believe me.
I made him from a sock. 10 minutes before airtime. It was an Argyle. Back in those days, Colac used to be from Scotland. Everything about that show came from inside my head.
And off your foot.
Kids started tuning in droves. The
What's happening? They are resorting to cheap tricks because they know we're better than they are. Now, honey, all we have to do to win is just stay cool, calm, and collected.
Right. Oh, did you find a ball that's comfortable, Mom?
What did you call her?
Mom.
Hello, Mrs. Bornak. My name is Dr. Ravel.
Oh, hello.
I'm here to tell you that Dr. Ashton won't be able to perform your surgery tomorrow. He's been subpoenaed in a malpractice suit.
Not where you parked it again.
I'm telling you, it's been stolen. I'm going to call the cops.
Oh, that Rose, don't call the police.
How come?
Because they told you never to call again. Call the neighborhood patrol. If it actually was stolen, one of their cars will probably spot it.
The phone book is missing.
The car's missing. The phone wrote that I submitted in the contest. It won first place.
But doesn't it? Wonderful.
Anyway, I was thinking that tomorrow, when he comes over for his usual lesson, that I would give him a little, surprise party to celebrate.
Oh, I think that's a great idea. I just love surprise parties. I remember every year on my birthday, George always would take me to...
Handling, not a kidney.
She is trying so hard to be brave.
She's very convincing.
Well, you have a wonderful night, Stan.
We just wanted to stop by and wish you luck in case we don't see you again. Before you leave, for the hospital, not another world.
What are you doing?
I thought we'd walk out on our knees.
Why?
Icebreaker?
She didn't apologize, did she?
Come on now, I've had it, that's enough, come on. Wanted to thank me for the work that I've been doing on the Hotchkiss project.
Oh, that's lovely. Just lovely. Especially since there wasn't all that much work involved.
Ma, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. What are you doing with the sherry?
Don't worry. I'm not going to drink it. I was just going to hide it from the dog.
I have a few words I'd like to say. First off, I want to thank all of you. This has been a great campaign. Tomorrow at this time, I could actually be your city councilman. But I don't want to be your city councilman unless I can win this job honestly, and there is something that I haven't...
Killed your father. Dorothy? Dorothy?
She's out cold. The fever takes a lot out of you.
Come on, Sophia. Help me get her into the bedroom.
I think she's comfortable here.
Oh, all right. I'll just prop her up a little. Mike's balls of sunshine in the bag. Does this mean something?
Those are egg yolks, Blanche.
My brain's gone. My body is limp with exhaustion.
A question. Describe your best friend.
Ooh, Dorothy, that's a really good question.
Oh, yes, and I'd love to hear the answer.
Well, my best friend is a woman. Someone I have a great deal in common with.
She pretty?
Yeah, she's attractive.
Attractive as in wholesome? Or attractive?
You bimbo.
How childish to resort to name-calling, you Jezebel.
Floozy.
Tramp.
I am a tramp. Blanche, have you heard the latest ad campaigns? Join the Navy, see the world.
Most colorful dust ball I've ever seen.
This is no dust bowl, Rose.
What do you think it is?
It's a rock. I think it may be some kind of charm.
It is. I learned it from my grandmother. You see, you put a specially painted rock beneath a person's bed to bring them around.
Ma? Pop, come on, you're gonna be late for the party.
We'll be there in about an hour, Doc. Oh, Salvador. Dorothy,
Well, it's volume 7 of the encyclopedia.
My mother talked me into getting her the new Stephen King.
Well, we do have the one that came out last Tuesday.
Well, as long as it's not about some little creature who finds new and inventive ways of terrorizing.
Go on, baby. Go on. Go on.
Rose, I thought we decided that pig was going to stay in the pen out back.
Oh, he didn't like it there. It was too confining. Oh, but baby's a free spirit, a wanderer, a rebel. You know, in a lot of ways, he reminds me of Jimmy Dean.
Eve, what a terrible day we've been having.
What are you telling me for? You think I'm hiding Father Flanagan under here? I got my own problems.
What's wrong, Ma?
Today was the worst day I've ever had at the hospital, not counting the unfortunate mistake Dr. Feldman made during my gallbladder surgery.
Ask Dr. Ashton.
Listen, you know, I really don't think this operation is a good idea.
Oh, Mrs. Bornak, relax. You have nothing to worry about. It's a simple surgical procedure. I'm sure everything will be fine. Here, I'll leave these forms so you can look them over, and I'll see you in the morning when I get back from court.
Look, wait a minute. I want to...
You know about a good time. Oh, Mrs. Barton, what can I do for
I
you?
want to see the witch.
Leonard? Don't call her a witch. You'll get another boil on your butt.
Tell the world, Gladys.
So, wait a minute. You mean those guys were all in on it? I was in on it, too.
Oh, come on, you were not.
Oh, all right, I was not. Damn it, I just hate to be the brunt of jokes.
Funny you don't mind being the brunt of limericks. And?
And get this. They said the inspector quit 3 days after the Shady Pines fire. It seems he mysteriously came into some money and moved to an exclusive Palm Beach neighborhood. Do you know what that means?
Rose, of course I know what this means.
Then will you explain it to me? Looks delicious.
Oh, wait a minute. Before you eat that clam chowder, there's just one thing.
What?
It tastes better if your lips are warmed up first.
I'm beginning to see why this place is so romantic.
Stand still until I leave. Don't make a move, old lady.
Nice way to talk to your mother, pussycat. Who is it?
Put these on and find out.
My glasses! Where did you find them?
I'm afraid Dreyfus was the culprit. He got them off.
I'll need something to wash it down, and a twist of lemon would be nice.
Hey, she didn't even tell us how it happened.
Same way it happened the last time you did it. Of course, hairstyles may have changed since then.
You know it. Write it down, all of you.
Dorothy, these are from celebrities.
Oh, Rose, that's private.
Lyle Wagner and Sonny Bono.
Dorothy, my poor, sweet, dead-end Dorothy. You're sending flowers to yourself again, aren't you?
I can still see Big Daddy sitting on the porch swing, swilling down home brew, picking off peaceniks with his BB gun. Oh, God, I miss that man.
Come on, honey. I'm sure Grand Dragon, our Big Daddy is always with you.
Stole your stole. A beautiful stole. You can't replace it. They don't make them anymore. Look here. I met in the bar John Quinn. Just got off the phone with him.
And he asked you out for tonight?
Yes. I know it's a little quick, but when Blanche Devereaux wants a man, she does not stand on ceremony.
Or the floor.
You seem pretty excited about this date.
Something tells me this man is just about...
72.
Wait a minute. How much does he weigh now, Ma?
68.
Sorry, Coach Rose, I tried.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, you said to take...
God, you gave me a lot of laughs.
Ma.
That's it. Oh, stop it. Stop it.
Well, then you know what I mean about being around athletes. It's fun, and you know what they call them. Jocks. Isn't that simply delicious?
Blanche, I don't think this is going to work. Come on, you don't know...
Ending to Gone with the Wind?
Oh, that was a terrific meal, Blanche. Thanks again.
Oh, you're welcome, Ham. I just think...
What's wrong?
What makes you think there's something wrong?
Oh, please, Stan, we were married for 38 years. You can disguise your bald head, but you can't hide your emotions. Now, what's wrong?
I lost it, Dorothy.
You never had it, Stanley.
And fed a Holly. Now, I spent 3 afternoons with her this week, and she was lovely company each time. Last night, she even took me out to Antonio's.
Antonio's? But that's right down by my office. Why didn't you guys call?
Holly did call. She said, somebody said you weren't there.
But I was.
Oh, well, I guess it was just a mix-up. But the point...
Here, Delbert was going to ask me that I turned down our only foreign exchange student, Cyril Mountbatten. Well, Daddy didn't like Cyril anyway, because he was British. Daddy said the relationship would never work out on account of the language barrier. Daddy was a very caring and ignorant man.
Very, very much. And I just hope that you love this present as much as I love giving it to you. Okay, Blanche?
Angela?
Harry, I'm never gonna be all the things you hoped I would be.
The only thing I want you to be, Michael, is happy. I just don't want you waking up one morning sorry for choices you made.
I appreciate that. But Ma, I have to live my own life. And despite my flaws, I am basically...
Every couple of weeks, you bring a little class to Bushman's place.
Why, Mel Bushman, are you saying you love me?
Yeah. I love you. I love you the way we are now. But, sweetheart, you start with relationships and love, and I gotta put on a tie twice a week to eat food I can't even see.
I got a better idea. There's a romantic little diner down on the boardwalk. They use a lot of my recipes. Why don't I pick you up around 8 tomorrow night, and we'll go check out a few things.
I thought you'd never ask.
Swell. I'll see you tomorrow night.
Okay.
Nice meeting you, ladies.
Nice meeting you.
It was our pleasure.
Rose, this was a great weekend. We made 1,700.
Mess. Maybe I ought to call the newspaper.
Now, wait. I think you should let Gil handle it himself. Oh, the paper says he's having a press conference this afternoon. I don't think you should do anything until then.
Okay, fine, I'll wait.
Look at this picture of Kessler, Dorothy. There's a secret behind those eyes. Trust my hunch on this one. I'm never wrong.
Oh, come on, Ma.
And sex.
Obviously, you fell off the wagon.
And on to a naval base.
It was just after I'd lost George, and it just seemed an appropriate thing to do.
Of course it did. And your husband had just died.
So what?
The lowest you're going to see.
Are you kidding? This is the highest I have seen. Look!
$3,000?
Hey, ladies, hire whoever you like, but I'm an expert. I can take a toilet apart blindfolded.
Now, there's a dying art. What's your point?
The point is, a lot of things can go wrong. Wood rot, loose plaster, cracked pipe.
Died.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah, but this I care for you thing has always worked, up until now. Sophia, I do love you.
I love you too. So, what do we do?
The government had to put me in the witness protection program. Gave me a new name, new job, whole new identity.
I don't know what to say. I can't believe this story you're telling me.
But you can believe the story about Henrik Felderstuhl, St. Olaf's half man, half grasshopper?
Stan's here. What is he doing here?
Well, he needs my signature on some papers, so I told him he could stop by. Where is he?
I left him on the doorstep. I wanted the neighbors to see what a bunch of galoop you married.
I'll be back in a minute.
So where is this vacation spot you're going to where they don't allow money?
Honest man. Do you think about that?
Not fair. Why should I be left out? If I don't do it, Dorothy won't do it.
So when do you want me there? Hi, girls.
Oh, Dorothy, don't you look nice?
Well, thank you, Rose. Mr. Gordon's coming over for lunch today. We're having it out on the lanai.
So that's why you're acting like it's a...
I'm bringing her out, and a couple of days later, this little package walked into our offices, and it was done.
Perfect person.
Yeah.
Absolutely, really perfect.
Yep.
Had you ever worked with her before, Betty or Rue?
What, dear?
Estelle Getty, had you ever worked with?
Much more attractive than most of the women I come in contact with.
Most of the women you come in contact with dead?
What I was talking about is us. Would you consider going out with me?
What about Blair?
That last night really didn't mean anything. But you're wrong. The fact that it happened at all proves that there's still something between us. And now, we've got a chance to start all over. We could take that cruise we always talked about. We could look into that antique shop.
With you too. But you just, I don't know what to say.
Well, whatever you decide, make sure you start with Aunt Dorothy.
Wait a minute, wait! What haste? And without his leg, Lars came in dead last. Oh, that was a day to remember.
I think every American remembers where he was the day Lars lost that toboggan.
Well, Uncle Ben felt just terrible. I mean, he tried to make it up to Lars, and Lars said he forgave him, but you could tell there were still... It won't be long before I meet nice people and make some new friends. I have a real good feeling about that. So, I just wanted you to know what I decided. I hope to be in Florida before the next winter comes.
She's an idiot. I've got the perfect example. Dorothy was on her summer vacation looking for a part-time job. So she asks Rose to put her out in the classifieds. Well, that was a mistake to begin with right away.
Rose, it is not here.
Look again, it has to be.
Rose, I have read every want ad in the paper. Mine is not here. Are you sure you dropped...
You're kidding! Please, there's a natural build to these kind of stories. Sorry. So, finally, the race was underway. I start off slow. I'm cagey, like a panther. But when the time is right, I pounce. The crowd is on its feet. Sophia!
Loves me, and I love her, and we want to get married.
I'm sorry, Daddy. Seems like every time I'm trying to help you, it just turns out you don't need me.
Now, that's not true. The reason Margaret and I came down here in the first place is because we do need you. We need your blessing on our marriage.
Thank you for a lovely afternoon, Gary. I hope I see you again real soon.
You can count on it.
Bye, Gary. Well, you and Gary certainly seem to have hit it off.
Well, why shouldn't we? The man's perfect. He only owns the most successful chain of funeral homes in Greater Miami.
And the sex is no good if it isn't with someone you love.
Rose?
Oh, the very thought of it makes me feel dirty.
Rose?
Oh, gosh, she's right. I do feel dirty.
Well, don't worry. You'll get used to it.
Blanche, I'm going home, getting down on my knees and begging for forgiveness.
No, please, go on. That's enough. Michael, I want to talk to you about last night.
Sure, Mom.
You ungrateful brat! How could you do this to me? I'm sorry. That's not what I planned on saying.
It's okay.
Oh, I didn't set it up. You see, we're serving Cornish game hen.
Oh, well, now that you've explained it. But this still doesn't say anything about Jerry.
I know, but I've drawn a blank. I even called his brother. They haven't spoken since Jerry was arrested for public nudity. Cheap. So used. How do you usually deal with that, Blanche?
Rose, just for that, I'm going to flush the toilet tonight while you're taking a shower.
You know, it's all our own. Well, I'm very happy to report that this year's variety show is really coming along. And the first thing I'd like to discuss... Yes, Frida?
I heard that ticket sales are not going very well. I heard that you have not been able to find any good talent, and I heard that Kent Ferguson...
You think we'll stay like this always?
I think eventually we'll have to go to the bathroom.
And you love me always?
Always.
Because I won't always look like this, you know.
Honey, you don't look like you did 10 years ago, but that hasn't...
This Gladys Feinbaum. Look at her, green with envy. Eat your heart out, Feinbaum.
I hate to admit it, but you look good.
Well, wish me luck.
Stanley, why don't you come back here in about an hour?
Why?
It'll take me a while to get ready.
Oh, thank you, Dorothy.
Besides, I'll need someone to fasten my pearls. What we're dealing with here, my mother bought this man at a bus stop.
Jab, left, jab, left.
Well, what are you doing? You don't know the first thing about boxing.
Please, I used to be known as the Don King of Sicily. Of course, I used to wear my hair differently then.
No, it's because of your warmth and understanding that I got through this. I never thought I'd find happiness ever again.
Some marriages don't work out, but some do.
You're right, Rose. And that's why I think that I can still patch things up with her.
No, that's not very nice.
Well, I'm trying to be nice. That's why I didn't say anything.
Why don't you all just sit there and get comfortable, and I'll make a nice pot of hot coffee, which I'd like to pour right down his pants.
Blanche, how can you let him talk to Becky that way?
Dorothy's right. I haven't heard anyone insult someone.
You were saying?
Well, I was about to say I'm going to be in town for a few more days. Could we get together Friday night?
Oh, I can't on Friday. The high school where I teach is having its senior prom that night. I promised I'd chaperone.
Can you bring a date?
Oh, come on, you can't be serious.
I'll buy you a corsage.
Make it orchid. Fine. You were saying?
I don't know what I'm saying. All I know is I've waited all my life to find someone like Stan. That's my fiancé.
I know.
You do?
I know how to feel.
No, you don't. See, I've never been married before, except to my career.
Well, I'll just grab my pants and go.
Holly, Rose, I don't need a lecture. It's over.
No, it's not.
I'll leave in the morning. Obviously, I won't be coming back.
We're rough and rugged. We never see doctors. Never. In fact, my great-grandfather once removed his neighbor's appendix, and he wasn't even sick.
Why would he do that?
Let's just say they were playing poker and the stakes got a little high.
Rose, you have been looking pale and drawn the last... Forget you.
You won't have time to. You'll be back here before you know it. This is your home. This is where you belong. You're what this country is all about.
Say goodbye to Rose and Blanche for me. Adios, Teach.
Sorry for the interruptions, but I think every 80-year-old in the city has gone berserk.
Hey, what can you say? There were some sick people out there. By the way, will my monkey be okay on my lap, or should I get a chair?
I have a place for your monkeys.
Oh, look, 2 more mimes pretending to kill yourself. I'm gonna have some fun with it. They weren't mimes, were they?
Honey. Oh.
Oh, come on, Blanche, say it. I'm sorry.
There, what she just said.
But you're about even with John McEnroe. Except McEnroe knows when to stop.
Come on, Mom.
She's right. Don't you remember the time? How could you forget? There are towels I could find.
Put him around the bucket in case the leak spreads.
Wait a minute, Rose. Is that my Cabana Club beach towel you have there?
Is it this one with the naked man and woman being...
Inside information like this, we could make a real killing buying an original De Kimmel. Then we could sell the painting and pay for the roof and still have money to spare.
to buy whatever we want?
Oh, now, wait a minute. Hold on here. Oh, come on. Now, we're behaving like vultures, like beasts of prey.
He took off the goofy head.
He took off the goofy head. See? That's not so bad.
I remember it so well, just like it was yesterday. That night under the dogwood trees, the air thick with perfume, and me with Billy. Or Bobby. Yeah, Bobby. Yeah, it was Bobby. Or was it Ben? Bad, I never really liked it much anyway. It's just that my grandmother gave this to me on her deathbed. She was very, very sick for a very, very long time. I loved her very, very much.
Blanche, why don't you just grind the broken piece? 40 dyed cases of peanut brittle.
You really think selling candy's gonna qualify you for that prestigious award?
Oh, excuse me. I didn't realize that slipping by tongue to half the firemen in the county was the more lofty social...
Well, I guess that settles it. I guess I won the award.
Chip in and get Rose a CAT scan.
Rose, is there a point to your story?
Well, of course there's a point to it. Mrs. Gunderson was a really sweet woman, but she just couldn't do the job anymore.
Then it's settled. We fire Marguerite.
Oh, but couldn't we wait just a few more days?
Oh, my God, I don't believe it.
What?
Take a look. That's snow. Yeah, it's kind of light and wimpy, but it is snow.
White Christmas in Miami? Can you beat that?
Oh, this calls for some Christmas music.
Question number 1. Was the object you saw more triangular or cylindrical?
No, triangular.
Was it blue in color?
Yes.
Did it leave a faint trail of yellow exhaust?
Yes, it did.
Very good. Ms. Bornak, there's a perfectly simple explanation for what you saw.
Well, I always knew that.
Catering the affair.
Well, he might be able to take me, but my date for the evening is Hunter McCoy.
But what about Jake?
What about him?
Well, Jake has to take you to the benefit. I mean, you'll be there, he'll be there. He'll expect you to be there with him. How could you do this?
Well, Rose, you make it sound so terrible. It's not. Jake.
Oh, my nose.
Are you all right, honey?
Wonderful, wonderful. I always wanted to have a nose like Joe Frazier.
How long were you listening at the door?
I wasn't listening at the door.
Oh, then why was your face pressed against the crack?
That's what the crow said!
Get out!
I want to do it.
Ladies, I'm afraid I don't have the time now. I'm doing another project in town. I have to meet with the director to discuss the nuances of the character I'll be portraying.
Oh, I think I read about that. Aren't you playing a tangerine in a television commercial?
Yes.
Oh, how excited. Audit people. It doesn't mean there's a problem.
There's a problem.
Oh, that's too bad. Pass the meatballs.
Dorothy, I take total blame for this. I know it's a bummer, but no matter what comes down, we're in this together, babe. Of course, I won't know until we actually reconstruct our finances, but the way I figure it, we'd probably have to pay a small fee.
Well, that doesn't sound so bad.
Unless we get...
Rebecca, Jeremy, is there something you all would like to tell me?
As a matter of fact, yes.
Please, Becky, let me do it. Blanche, I'd like to ask for your daughter's hand in marriage. I'd take the rest of her, but I've got a bad back.
Girls, this time I think we have really hit the jackpot.
Oh, me too. This wedding consultant business is the smartest thing we've ever done.
I don't know. I'm a little nervous about tomorrow. I've never cooked for 300 people.
Please, in Sicily, we did it all the time. And we didn't have the modern conveniences you have today.
Put your clothes back on. I'm going to take you home. How can I ever look him in the eye? Why, I'll never be able to go back to work again. Oh, put your clothes back on. That's the first time anybody's ever said that to me. Well, without shining a flashlight in my face. Bandit. I ought to write that in my book, that lie. What you think, Rose? What page are you on?
Well, to tell you the truth, Blanche, I don't understand any of this. It doesn't seem to make any sense.
That makes sense. Since when are you a literary critic, Rose Nyland?
Well, I'm not.
You're from Minnesota. What have you read, for God's sake?
Come in.
Oh, Rose. Rose, hon.
Everything will be fine. But just to be on the safe side, I'll swing by here tomorrow afternoon.
Ma, you put Buzz Aldrin's head on Neil Armstrong's body.
I did?
Yes, Ma, you did.
I'm so ashamed. I wouldn't blame if you sent me to bed. What if I have to sleep outside in some park? You know, there's an old Italian saying for times like this. Scappa, tu sei malfortuna.
What does that mean?
Get away from me, you bad luck. Okay, that's it. Drink this. It's a secret potion from the old country, guaranteed.
No, I'm sorry, Mrs. Ferguson. No, I didn't happen to see Ed Sullivan last night, but I'm sure it was a good one. She's ready, God.
That bill is you, Fluffy.
Yes, I think I'm doing the right thing. Please leave.
You got style, blue sky, sunshine, white sand by the mile, Miami. You got style.
Sophia, I really appreciate you giving up your room. It's just so much more fun having the family here than at a hotel.
I bet you're pretty excited about the visit.
Oh, yes. And a little nervous.
Nervous?
Why on earth would you be nervous at your daughter and your granddaughter?
My friend Maria Isles. Oh, that'd be great. Dorothy Zbornak.
Fine. We'll call you, and you'll be seeing a counselor and then the doctor. Meanwhile, just take a seat.
Ms. Zbornak.
In both
I'm here. I'm standing here, and he's standing there, and I actually love him. I love the man, and not out of desperation. Dorothy Zbornak has finally conquered her desperation.
Dorothy.
I do. Remember your hunch about your nephew, Angelo? You said one day he'd be Pope.
Dorothy, you gotta pay attention. I said one day he'd sell dope. What do you think he went to Attica for? The volleyball program?
No, Blanche is talking about,
A Nestle's Crunch?
one over.
Animal bag?
To the right.
Did you, Grip?
Condoms, Rose! Condoms, condoms, condoms!
Painting a fresco on the ceiling. It's a bathroom. What do you think I'm doing? What are you writing?
Nothing.
What do you mean nothing? What is that?
Well, Ma, you have such a great sense of humor, and I can never remember all the funny things you say, so I've decided to keep a journal.
Journal? Who the...
We'll visit each other. It's just that, we can't live together. Right?
What's going on?
Oh, we were just discussing going our separate ways.
Interesting. You think that's what we should do? I didn't say that.
Then you think we should stay together?
I didn't say that either.
Well, what do you think we should do?
Oh, he's such a liar.
Oh, she sure is. Since Patrick got into town, he's been seeing me.
Places, everyone.
Look, kid, you can just kiss my patootie. Now, this is our room and our John, and if you have to go, why, the jungle's that away. Come on,
ladies. Kiss me, you poet. Oh, they are so cute together.
Oh, I know, isn't it romantic?
No, it isn't. It's ridiculous. Ma, this is the biggest mistake you have ever made in your life.
Fine. Don't come to the wedding. Who wants you? But just remember one thing.
What do you think about that?
It's hard to tell, Blanche. We'd need to see both earrings on.
I brought it to help Rose and me win the bowling tournament this year.
You think you have a shot at the trophy? I thought the Nielsen twins were unbeatable.
Oh, I don't really care whether we win or not. I just like... So when the waiter brought my order, he set down a big bowl of gazpacho right in front of me, and I said, I ordered the consomme. And he said, a hot number like you needs something spicy. And I said, I'll give you something spicy, and I poured the gazpacho right down his pants.
So you never went out with him?
Told me I was the only woman in your life. You've insulted my sister's honor.
I don't know what to say.
I'll tell you what to say. Say ouch! Say that hurt! Say please stop hitting me! Say!
So the two of you just...
Do you like some more beer?
Oh, no thanks, I'm fine. What am I saying? I am not fine. Look, Lucas, this isn't your fault. I do not go out on blind dates. I mean, this is as silly as I have felt in a long... Positive, you left it on the couch.
Oh, we gotta find that jacket. This is driving me crazy.
All right. I wasn't going to say anything, but since it's kind of my fault, I'll pay for a new jacket out of my share.
What do you mean it's kind of your fault?
Do you know where the jacket is, Sophia?
What did you do with it, Ma?
Stand back. I know how to use this.
Rose, you cannot go on this way. I mean, life isn't worth living if you're going to live it with this kind of fear. Now, honey, we were robbed. It's scary, but it happens. And now it's over. And the robbers are gone.
I know that. I know it's over. I know they're gone.
We do a lot of things real people do.
Except for one very important thing. Boy, is that going to put a hitch in Dorothy's plans.
Hello, I'm Rose Nyland. You must be Frank. It's a pleasure to finally meet you.
Thank you, Rose.
This is flour. I hid my jewels in the flour.
Why did you hide your jewels in the flour?
Because I didn't think they'd look there. What kind of robbers look in the flour?
That's the first place they look after the freezer.
The freezer's my other hiding place.
It's everybody's. The robbers know that. They don't even open drawers anymore.
Sophia! After all this time, I was hoping you'd come.
I wouldn't have missed it.
You still got those beautiful eyes that light up a room.
I had cataracts.
Very becoming.
Okay.
Your daughter is a very good player, Sophia. She must have picked it up from you, huh?
How do you know I'm a good bowler?
Because you were so good at bocce ball. Remember we played together once?
Oh, yeah, after the grape harvest. Boy, that was a nice afternoon.
Got a phone call. Oh, from a Glenn somebody.
Glenn O'Brien?
Uh-huh.
Did he leave a number?
Who's Glenn O'Brien? He's the married guy she shacked up with 4 years ago.
And look, I'm not proud of what I did, but didn't seem so bad at the time. He was trapped in a bad marriage.
There's no such thing as being trapped in a marriage.
Name into this. Move. Move, Holly, let's go. Move it. Come on.
Cannot believe it. Arrested. I've never been in jail in my entire life.
Relax, honey.
They'll stop. Even surgical stockings only have so much elastic. Hello. I thought you two would be asleep by now. Girl. With mine.
Oh, what?
Rose used it.
Ma, that is just ignorant paranoia.
Hey, I'm making progress. Yesterday I was using the bathroom down at the Shell station.
You know, it's attitudes like that add to the panic about this. Now, what is wrong with you?
Hey, one little slip and you're all over my back. It won't happen again. Relax.
Man, he changed his mind, which surprised me because mice aren't usually fickle. But this mouse is an odd duck.
Rose, how many head wounds have you had?
Oh, my God, Dorothy, why didn't you tell me about this before?
Only on your back, Blanche. That way everything slides back and you look like you just had a facelift.
Oh, you're right. I'm gorgeous. I'm gonna have to meet men like you. Sorry. He said that tomorrow he wants to introduce me to his family. Now, if that is not the last step before a marriage proposal, I don't know what is. Oh, that is wonderful. Girls, I'm so excited. Just imagine being Richard's wife. I would be married to a gorgeous, intelligent man. I'd be living like a...
तयारी जायचं आता काश्मीरला आता या पिल्लू कर तयारी जायचं आता काश्मीरला तुला घेऊन शालू बनारसीचा जायचं आता हनीमूनला तुला घेऊन शालू बनारसीचा जायचं आता हनीमूनला बबडी माझी पोळी तुझ्या गालावर पडते खळी तुला लागतो गलाडी गोडी रंगाना थोडी हाय काळी तुझं बबडी माझी पोळी तुझ्या गालावर पडते खळी तुला लागतो गलाडी गोडी रंगाना थोडी हाय काळी जावापासून भेटली मला चैन पडे ना गजीबाला जावापासून भेटली मला चैन पडे ना गजीबाला तुला घेऊन शालू बनारसीचा जायचं आता हनीमूनला तुला घेऊन शालू बनारसीचा जायचं आता हनीमूनला जाणू दिसायला गपरी तुझ्या माग ही दुनिया सारी मी आता माग माग तुझ्या तू जाते गच्चीवरी जाणू दिसायला गपरी तुझ्या माग ही दुनिया सारी मी आता माग माग तुझ्या तू जाते गच्चीवरी जो कोणी आला मधी ग आपल्या एका एकाला मी पळविला जो कोणी आला मधी ग आपल्या एका एकाला मी पळविला तुला घेऊन शालू बनारसीचा जायचं आता हनीमूनला तुला घेऊन शालू बनारसीचा जायचं आता हनीमूनला बसली गुपचूप घरी म्हणे मी माझ्या पप्पाची तरी लव्ह मॅरेज करून जानो तुला घेऊन जाईन घरी बसली गुपचूप घरी म्हणे मी माझ्या पप्पाची तरी लव्ह मॅरेज करून जानो तुला घेऊन जाईन घरी अक्षय नितीनचा नवीन तडगा जाऊन सांग तुझ्या बापाला अक्षय नितीनचा नवीन तडगा जाऊन सांग तुझ्या बापाला तुला घेऊन शालू बनारसीचा जायचं आता हनीमूनला तुला घेऊन शालू बनारसीचा जायचं आता हनीमूनला आता या पिल्लू कर तयारी जायचं आता काश्मीरला आता या पिल्लू कर तयारी जायचं आता काश्मीरला तुला घेऊन शालू बनारसीचा जायचं आता हनीमूनला तुला घेऊन शालू बनारसीचा जायचं आता हनीमूनला तुला घेऊन शालू बनारसीचा जायचं आता हनीमूनला